right? And I think that a big problem is that men do not get talked to in the same way that women do when they're growing up. Women are told, well, I don't know about all women, but I know that and I've talked to some of my friends about this, was told by my parents before I started college, or when I, started partying, you don't put your cup down.
And if you do, you don't.
You let it go. Yeah. You don't drink from a cup that you haven't been
watching. Take it to the bathroom.
Yes, you take your cup with you. You make sure it's watched at all times. These are things that my parents told me repeatedly. I don't remember them ever having conversations with my brother about putting things in people's drinks.
That's true.
No, it's we're constantly talking to and beating messages into the heads of the potential quote unquote victims, but not talking to the perpetrators. And it's or the potential perpetrators. They don't get the same messages, and that's the problem. That's the problem that I see, and why men are so unsettled by this outcome. Because to them, it's I've heard people say that was that era. In that era, people took Quaaludes, people took party drugs and all this stuff. But it's no, the one that he is being sentenced for happened in 2004. That is not, if you want to make the argument that the 70s and the 80s were party time, party central, everybody's just taking drugs, whatever. This is 2004. So this is a contemporary issue. And I think we finally reached a point in the country where people are being considerate of women. Yeah. Till this point, people used to ask women, women who were assaulted would have to testify and be asked, well, what were you wearing? What were you doing out that late? Why were you drunk? Why were you at that party? Where were your friends? Questions that kind of treat the woman as though she is the cause of her own assault. And it's that's ridiculous. So now what you see is a shift in culture away from a male-centric, sexist kind of culture toward one that is more inclined to treat women